Now we're going to torque up this rod because this is the rod that we use the balance to set with, because this is the, yeah, I weighed all these rods and this is the rod that weighed the most, so this is the one we used. They all weigh so damn close, I juggle them around, but this is the one we used. And this is the one we used to clear
Do the crank.
Yeah, so I'd take all the crap, wash it all off of it, take it all apart. Okay. But this affects your crush on your bearings and oil clearance. So it's good to get everything right dead.
Nuts.
Yep.
So you have two different set points that you're setting up?
This is kind of a rough feel, and I get it once I get it to a certain point within a couple thousandths or less. I just turn the dial down. You know, unless I like to dial at a certain point, like you said, you know, the gauge is upside down, that'd drive you nuts. But I like the zero to be to the left side of me. When I'm honing in, when I'm measuring. So that's the way I want it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take one of these. We'll stick it up in here.
Seeing if it's true ground.
Yeah. Now I'm checking to see how much taper there is in it. Usually they're really good. Some other ones, you got to watch the tang. Of course, you don't want to drop into the tang. So, but I mean, you know, they're round.
Yeah.
So that one's good. Couple tenths. Yep. We'll call him 0. This one's, yeah, we'll call him close enough for this.
Good enough for the drills we go out.
It's, you know, you start measuring stock rods and you'll really get a treat. This one's big, so it's second here. But now it's smaller, so now I can do something with that rod. I can bring that rod into all the rest of the rods, which is on the tight end of the spec, which is where I exactly want it. You know, Was it worth doing that? Well, you know, it's done now, so I guess that explains that. Time for some new ones. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. The guy who usually does this isn't here today, so.
You got a first timer up here.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
First time on the block.
Yeah, just start fucking turning everything until it.
Just keep moving things until something goes real horribly wrong. No, I'm the only one that runs it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm getting pretty close to being straight across. No taper now, just gotta make it big. Like with the bolts. You're burnishing that surface there and it's getting smoother every time you break the bolt off of it.
So the more you take them, the more you put them together and take them apart, breaking in the bolts better.
Well, up to a certain point, of course,
Right.
when everything's new, there's burrs on everything. You only cycle these bolts once or twice. You're just asking for nothing but trouble.
How many times do you recommend doing it?
Well, I cycle them back and forth about 4 or 5 times before I even use them. So you can check it. You can actually mark the head of the bolt, and you can break it loose, and you can run it up. You can actually see it changing
Oh, sure.
as the surface starts to get smoother, and as things get broken. You know, and of course, you know, at a certain extent, you're going to stretch the bolts. But you don't put them past the limit, you're not hurting nothing. It's only helping. You know, a lot of guys, they use new stuff and. It's new. You know,
Yeah.
you get cut off with some old rods. They've been cycled a few times sometimes.